a lion in a forest. It was sleeping under a tree when suddenly a mouse came and played on him. Once upon a time, there lived a lion in the forest. After a heavy meal, it was sleeping under a tree. Then came a mouse and started to play on the lion. Suddenly the lion got up and jumped into the mouse. The mouse requested the lion to forgive him. The lion felt pity and left him go. The mouse very quickly ran away. On the other day, the lion was caught in a net. The mouse came there and caught the net, and the lion could now escape. Then the lion and the mouse become friends. They live happily in the forest for the rest of their lives. Always help others. You may also need help in the future.
Kitchen door. 5, 6, 7, 8, eating cherries off a plate. 1, 2, 3, 4, Mary at the kitchen door. 5, 6, 7, 8, eating cherries off a plate. 1, 2, 3, 4, Mary at the kitchen door. 5, 6, 7, 8, eating cherries off a plate. 1, 2, 3, 4, Mary at the kitchen door. 5, 6, 7, 8, eating cherries off a plate.
Tiger was a very conservative animal. He rarely talked, played, laughed, or mingled with the other animals. Some of the animals said of him, "Tiger is too arrogant. He is so full of himself and he doesn't have any talent. If he did have talents, I'm sure he'd walk on every one of us." Other animals said,
Tiger is only shy. He exhibits good behavior but is very shy.
It didn't matter to Tiger what the animals said about him. Instead, he maintained the attitude of conservatism everywhere he went. However, in his secret, he loved to dance and he practiced dancing all the time. The end of the year was fast approaching. This was a period when the animals usually gathered for an end-of-year party. They already began to plan for the event. The animals were required to make certain contributions towards the event, which they all gladly did. On the day of the party, all the animals trooped in. The party held at the space between the hill and the river in the forest. All the animals were singing, dancing, marrying, and making new friends. Tiger just remained at a place in the party all by himself, not knowing they had set him up. After a while, the party host, Panda, came on stage, cleared his throat, and began to talk.
You are welcome to this memorable party. It's going to be the best party you've ever attended in your entire life. Are you ready?
Then all the animals cheered and responded,
Yes, we are! Yes, we are!
Panda continued,
Now, because we have many things to do in this party, we wouldn't be wasting time unnecessarily. Because of this, I call on Tiger to come present anything he's good at to the crowd. Wouldn't you all like to see him do something?
Tiger was reluctant at first, but he didn't want to kill the fun, especially for the animals, so he seized the stage and to the amazement of all the animals, he danced like they'd never seen before. They all opened their mouth wide in surprise. They never knew an animal that conservative could possess such great talent. When he was done, all the animals clapped for him and gave him a standing ovation for his performance. Lion was a very fast animal. In the whole forest, no animal could win him in a race, especially because he was also very diligent. Every morning, Lion would run up to the hill, near the river, and down 10 times. Afterwards, he would run from the river to the bamboo tree that was in the forest. Later, he would go to freshen up, eat good food, then rest and sleep. At eventime, he'd be up again, following the same practice routine. His closest competitor was Tiger, but Tiger was still no match for him. No other animal trained as much as Lion. Later that month, the annual racing competition was announced. Lion was excited and he started practicing more for the race. One day, as he ran down the woods, he stumbled on a large stone lying on the path and broke his leg. He groaned in pain, causing the trees of the forest to shake vigorously. Soon, the other animals heard him. Many of the animals came to spy. Then some went to say to Tiger,
The lion is down. He won't be able to participate in this year's race. This is your chance to win the competition.
Lion groaned for a short while, but he soon stood up and continued his training. Tiger saw him. He was shocked.
How is it possible after that big injury?
Tiger seemed to be asking himself the question. Many of the other animals also saw him and were shocked too. They never believed he would get up. The day before the race, Lion set out again. He was training heavily. This time around, he was feeling very sleepy. So while he was
I need to rest quite some, or I may not even be alive to participate in the race.
So he laid to rest at the riverbank. While sleeping, Tiger came to him secretly and pushed into the river. Lion could not swim. He was drowning, but Dinosaur came to his rescue. Lion was very weak and was advised to not participate in the race anymore. Lion refused and insisted on running. On the day of the race, people thought he would die or lose because he was very weak, but he won and was still strong.
This forest looks very untidy and unhealthy for animals to live in. Who are the animals that handle the affairs of the forest environment? I need to see them immediately.
Young Lion, who was sent by his father to see to the cleanliness of the forest, asked in fury and disappointment.
Fox and Tiger are the ones who see to the cleanliness of the forest. They live in the hills near the river in this forest. I will send for them at once.
One of the animals in the forest responded as he hurriedly went to Fox and Tiger's house to bring them to Young Lion.
Hello, Tiger. How can you still be asleep by this hour of the day? Have you been infected by sleeping sickness? Get up at once and let's go to the house of your friend, Fox. Young Lion was sent to inspect the cleanliness of our forest. He asked to see the two of you immediately, the animal said. When they got to Fox's home, he was exercising. He jogged, did some push-ups and some sit-ups too.
Hey Fox, I think we are in a little trouble here. Young Lion was sent by his father to inspect the cleanliness of our forest. He was dissatisfied with what he saw, so he sent for you and I, Tiger explained.
Okay, let me get myself cleaned up at once, then we'd rush to see Young Lion.
Fox said while he rushed to get himself cleaned up. Very soon, he was ready and they went to see Young Lion.
Two of you ashamed of yourselves? Don't you know that a dirty forest environment can bring diseases to the animals? You better do something about this immediately or I'd call the attention of my father.
Young Lion boiled as he complained.
We're very sorry. We'd take necessary steps to clean the forest immediately. Then we'd begin work tomorrow.
Fox and Tiger replied simultaneously. The next day, they set out to work.
Hey Fox, this is a big task. How can we get it done quickly?
Tiger asked.
When you have a big task to finish, begin to sing. You will be surprised at how much work you have done and how much time you have spent. I have found it to be true.
Fox replied. They did sing and finished the cleaning in good time.
Subscribe now!